Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, making some really good trades. And yep, let's just get into it. We can see that Bitcoin right now back to 42,345. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the market cipher chart. Right here we could see that Bitcoin ending the opening a new candle right now with a 15 and a -3. Again, pretty bearish, not as bearish as you can see with a -3 at the bottom deviated side, but still looks like the price is going to move towards the downside. We could see that the momentum wave is now below the zero line and the VWAP is starting to come up and the money flow is starting to cut back in. So again, maybe this is going to slow down a little bit. We might get a temporary bounce. But if the money flow cuts into the red, that could be quite bad for Bitcoin. We might extend some further downside after that, after our initial bounce. Again, in my opinion, I still think we might have a significant bounce once we get to 42,000. I've placed an order to long around 41,600, but I could cancel that depending on what markets do. If you guys want to join the Discord, you guys will have access to all my crypto trades and all my stock trades. Right now, Bitcoin seemingly apparent that we are in this bear flag pattern. We have these two wicks down here that show that it's extremely strong support, but again, you could pull it up right here just about around these levels. Maybe I guess you could play around these levels, but again, we might get a bounce even before then. Around 39,200, you're probably going to see a bounce before going up towards the upside. But even before then, in my opinion, I think we're going to get a nice bounce around 41,500 to 42,000 should be a nice area to long. As you can see right now, Bitcoin getting a little bit oversold on the 4-hour time frame, due for a potential relief rally. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a quick wick down, fill some orders, and then shoot back up, maybe coming back up as high as 44,900 or maybe even as high as 45,000 before we start reversing down, to continue the trend. Again, people now are saying that this is a falling wedge. Again, it's probably too early to tell. Right now we could take a look right here with this trend line. You guys can start to draw a little bit like this, and then draw something like this. I think it's someone in the Discord posted this, or I saw it on Twitter or something like that, and someone saying like we're gonna break out soon, but I know it's still too early to tell. You could draw this pattern 100 different ways. You can even even say it's a giant bull flag and it's in a big pattern. We're gonna come back up to 45,000. Again, this is very possible, but you want to take other things into consideration, like the traditional markets this week. We saw a nice move up in the Dow Jones, trying to fight to stay above this blue line right here, this blue resistance line. But again, the Nasdaq ending the week in the red, big sell-off near the end of the day, ending the day in the red, 1.42% in the red. Again, a very big red week for the Nasdaq. We shorted the top here with our QID position on our stock trading challenge. So congratulations to you guys that are making those gains. We have entered a new position. I'll give you guys a quick update right now since it's the end of the week and it's Friday. We have entered a new position shorting natural gas at the moment. We can see that right now, natural gas forming a potentially very beautiful double top pattern as we get rejected from the previous all-time high. But again, it's still too early to tell. It's possible that oil and gas still go up a significant amount, but in my opinion, oil is due for a significant pullback, possibly to the previous highs here around $85. That wouldn't surprise me at all, and then that would drag down natural gas significantly as well, but as a lagging, as a lagger. So you might not see an initial reaction, but a delayed reaction in natural gas. But yeah, getting back onto Bitcoin and Ethereum. Right now, Ethereum once again getting a nice bounce at 31.51. Now, if we do get another bounce here, form a beautiful, double bottom, a W pattern, and then have a sharp rise up to 3,400, that would not surprise me at all. So if you guys want to take some risk, set your buy orders here, and set your stop loss underneath the previous low. And then, from there on, you could possibly make, let's take a look right here. If we do long Ethereum, you can make up to 7.5%, a little bit of a short-term trade there, maybe over the weekend. And again, don't take too much risk and always use your stop losses to limit your losses. Right now, we can see Ethereum, trying to hold this trend line as support. We had a bounce and then another bounce right here. And then eventually we broke down, came back up, retested it as resistance, and now we're getting rejected. So maybe we're going to head to some lower levels now. Maybe we're going to head over to 28.43, right? That's very possible. But again, you never know what could happen. So you always want to, you know, buy at resistance and sell at support. So those are some key things to remember. Again, right now I'm hoping for a short-term bounce on Bitcoin, but again, looking at the bigger picture right now, Bitcoin could be, you know, zigzagging up. Let's take a look right here. You know, we're not gonna shoot down. In my opinion, the chances of Bitcoin shooting down to 37,400 is, you know, pretty unlikely. You know, unless there's some really big news coming out. You know, nuclear bombs, or you never know what. But again, if that's the case, then that's your Bitcoin dropping is not that big of a deal at that point. You're gonna have bigger problems. But right now, if we do get a nice bounce on Bitcoin, you know, maybe we come up to 45,000 and then we get rejected from there, and then we do a zigzag down to this, you know, bottom right here at 37,000, or yeah, 37,000, at which point we might get a very strong bounce, and then, you know, who knows, maybe we bounce and then we come back down and break it, and then but no, Bitcoin won't crash that fast. Again, there's a lot of support levels coming in at 30,000 for Bitcoin, so it's not going to, you know, break as fast as people think. But again, I still anticipate lower levels for Bitcoin as traditional markets continue to fall. We can see that bond yields right now breaking that 40-year trend line, or even 50-year. I don't even know how long it's been, from 1988 to today. So yeah, basically like 40 years, you know, a very long time for Bitcoin, or basically, I guess you could say 30 years. So we'll just go from like 1990 to 2020. So basically 32 years, you know, so something like that. But again, you know, the fact that bond yields are on the rise right now, and that bond prices are crashing, you know, they keep falling lower and lower. It's only going to be a matter of time before the bond market starts to crash, and then it will affect the stock market to crash as well. So, you know, it's only a matter of time now. So get your seatbelts ready, get ready to buy the dip. You know, it's not financial advice. We can see that the DXY today getting a big rise as well on the daily time frame, and you know, we went up to the 100 level. So again, once we get past that, you know, you have the previous highs at 103, but you know, I don't think we're gonna get there. In my opinion, the dollar will eventually start to roll over because inflation is going to be too high, and the government's going to have to stop raising rates because the economy is going to be tanking, the market's going to be tanking, you know, mortgages are going to be significantly too high, housing is going to be crashing, you know, everything is going to come crashing down once the rates get to a certain level. Same thing happened in 2018. Once the stock market started to correct, that was the last time the Fed raised the rates, and after that they did a full reversal of the rate hikes, back to quantitative easing, and stopped the quantitative tightening. Now they're saying they're committed to doing quantitative tightening. Now actions speak louder than words, so I want to see them do it. You know, that is the right thing to do, but you know, they've waited significantly too long to do the right thing, and now we're just gonna have to see what happens. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening. If you haven't already, you guys can join the Discord. Links in the description. It's still $10 a month for only a couple more days, in my opinion, as we near the 9,000 subscriber mark. Once we get there, the price is going to change. But if you subscribe, you get to lock in that low rate. So if you guys want to join, links in the description. And if you want to help support the channel, you guys can sign up for Big Get Trading. Links in the description as well. I do all my crypto trading there. Peace.